Hey there. Alright, now the exciting part, preparing the tomatoes. So I have this pot here, boiling away like a crazy thing. Cool as. So here's the tomatoes. What we want to do is get the skins off of these. So drop them in there. One. Let's put in how many will fit. Shove them in. Shouldn't take long. Skin will split on these things. Some of them don't look too good. Oh well, guess I get what you pay for. Skin on these should split shortly. Put another couple in. Give them about, I think it's about 2 minutes. As I said, I've never done this before, but it's what I read, so that's what I'm doing. And it worked with these guys over here. Got the skin off of them. Don't know if you can see too well. No problem at all. So let's let these guys go here for a bit. And as you can see, like there, skin's starting to peel on that one there. All these brown spots, that one's starting to go. All these brown spots and blemishes and things, they peel right off of the skin. So this is they end up coming out really clean once you get that skin off. So they look about ready, I think. The skin to come off. So yeah, that one splits so straight into ice water. See there? But that'll stop them cooking any further, and apparently there's all sorts of things bad that will happen if you don't do it this way. So that's what I do. So in they go. Put them all in there and straight into the ice, and get the skin off. There's quite a box to get through, and then that one hasn't split yet. And then the next stage, whoop, water's nearly overflowing. Next stage of this, I'll be cooking them down. So I'll get back to you, and these are all skinned. I'll just show you. See if I can do it one hand. Pull this guy out, put him here, and simply just peel the skin off. Simple as that. Straight off it comes. Off comes the skin. Done. So these tomatoes done now. Get all the skin off and get ready for stage 2. Back in a sec. Alrighty then. So all of these tomatoes have been completely de-skinned. So now I've dirtied this big pot, that strainer, the thing underneath which has the peels in it. Now this is a pretty big pot, this one here, and I'm going to try and get it into these two here. I'm going to cook down the tomato and then get it in the jars. So let's get going. Alright, so getting these tomatoes ready, what we're going to do, we're going to core the tomato like this. Take out that core, chuck it away, quarter the tomato, and that's now ready to go into this pan over here, ready for cooking. Alright, so the tomato's in there, and what we're going to do is mash it down, get the juice out of it. Turn that down a bit, that's a little bit hot. Get the juice out of it. Add some quarters I prepared earlier. And we'll just keep going with all tomatoes, breaking them down. Once this juice gets into them, I won't need to mash the other ones because the juice will have to dissolve them. But yep, so here we go. I'll get all these tomatoes cooked, and after that they're ready to go into the jars. So back in a little bit. Alrighty then. So now I've got all the tomato in there. Check this out. I got it all. I don't know if you can see that too well. I got it all over the backing wall, but that just means that I've been vigorously attacking the project. It's nothing to be embarrassed about if you make a slight mess with a project like this. So tomatoes is going to reduce a little bit. In the meantime, I'll heat the jars. I don't want to be putting hot liquids and tomatoes in the cold jars, you know, for obvious reasons. And I mean, if you have a look at this, that's the size of that pot. I ended up using the big one. Over here is everything else that I've dirtied today. That's all that came out. That's the skins and the cores of all those tomatoes from that box. And so here we go. I'll just let this simmer a little bit. I don't know how I'm going to fit the pressure canner next to that big pot. So I guess that's going to have to move off onto some sort of breadboard, or I know I'll use one of these heat things. Put it on that over here somewhere where my beer is, and can out of that. So yeah, use that there. Alright, so I'll get back when I'm starting to put these into the jars. Alright then, so now I've got 12 jars. These have now got the tomato in them. As you can see, there's tomatoes going all around the outside. The reason for that is, the light is, these particular jars, this is a wide mouth jar filler, it's just a little bit too wide. So I've wiped down the rims, and they'll go into the pressure canner, and hopefully they'll seal. I'll get them in there, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so there's the pressure canner. The jars are in. Actually did 15 jars. You can see there. Maybe you can see they're stacked too deep, and we'll get this done and have a look how they come out and see if these lids seal. Quick update. See, there's my canner. Look behind this. Family's cooking dinner. Yep. I'm in a bit of trouble. There's not enough room for everything to be done. I guess you don't really get the wife acceptance factor for prepping when she has to reach around your pressure canner to cook lasagna. That's okay, I'll help her out. Back when it's done. Alrighty then. You probably can't see this on the camera, but this thing's steaming like crazy. It's been doing that for 10 minutes. I don't think you should make a video about canning things and not show that steaming bit. Putting the jiggler on. Very important. People do not feel satisfied with a canning video if someone doesn't put the jiggler on. So 10 pounds of pressure. Whoa, didn't even burn myself. And of course, the last shot of this canning using the canner will be the thing jiggling, because everyone wants to see that too. So back when it starts jiggling. Alright, there we go. Now she's really jiggling away all by herself. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. That's the sound of canning. As long as you hear that sound, your food's getting nicely canned. 15 minutes for these. Alrighty, done. Timer's gone off. That's 15 minutes they've been in. Let's switch this thing off here. Done. Alright. Now here's the peaceful, relaxing part of this project. You can't touch this thing until it cools down. See those 10 pounds of pressure? That means you can't open the lid. So what you do is you go do something else. Don't even think about it. I'll be back in an hour, maybe an hour and a half, when we can have a look. Let's find out. Hopefully these jars seal. I really hope they do. Otherwise, that's $15 for the jars, $25 for the tomatoes. That would be a $40 issue. So let's just hope they seal. Alright, back when they're done. Alright, all the jars are out. Now, none of these lids has popped, but as you can see, they're bulging upwards. So I don't know. Hopefully, tomatoes are just full of heat and these things will pop down. Otherwise, I just don't want to think about it. Anyway, let's hope they pop down. Alright, well, talk to you in a while. Bye. Look at this. Every single jar. Yeah, see when you can see me touching. Every single jar sealed. Yep, they all sealed. It actually worked. Wicked as, eh? I was a bit concerned. It took them a long time to seal, unlike the mason jars, which go pop pop straight away. These guys took a little bit longer. Now they were still bubbling for about an hour, But yep, every single one of them. You know, every single one of them. They're still hot, but every single one of them, the jars are sealed down. So beautiful, successful project.